Labour members turn on Angela Rayner.
Oh God, this guy's turned up on my feed again. Do you remember this guy? This was the guy that was telling nurses to quit if they don't like their pay.
Nurses now want 19%. Go and get another job if you don't like it.
Yeah, great. Let's add a mass exodus of nurses to our ever-increasing list of problems that we have in this country. Who's going to do the job if they all leave? Are you going to do it, mate? And checking on your YouTube channel, it looks like you're not too keen on immigration, so I'm not sure who you think's going to do the job. I actually forgot about this guy's existence, but one of his videos popped up on my feed today, and it caught my attention straight away. So it's a video about Angela Rayner, and he's gone for this thumbnail, obviously trying to demonise her by showing her smoking outside. I actually think that has the opposite effect. I mean, it actually shows that she's human, unlike these robotic politicians like Starmer and Sunak. It actually shows that she's human and she stresses over her job and she needs a stress relief. But anyway, so he's done a video about the recent Angela Rayner was making a speech and some Palestinian protesters came in. I'll show a bit of the clip.
History are up here, but
the change in this country it has come when you take a place and asking and demanding for ceasefire. I lost my family in Gaza. Just a second, I want to show you my mom. I lost my family in Gaza. If the ceasefire is taking place,
I just say about it, you tell yourself to the feminist. What kind of feminist are you?
I lose my member. I need my mom. That's the only thing.
Now, I actually think she's done quite well there. She didn't scuttle off into the corridor. She stood tall and she let these people have their say. Look, I really feel for this guy. I feel for this guy's family. I feel for what's going on in Gaza. I'd like Labour to be a lot more vocal on this thing, but just blatantly blaming Angela Rayner for the death of his family and what's going on with women in Gaza, stupid to me. But anyway, I'm interested to see what that Preston journalist has got to say on the topic.
Labour members turn on Angela Rayner. I'm going to show you one of the best clips I have seen in ages. And this highlights how fragile the Labour lead really is in the polls to me. Angela Rayner stands with a microphone trying to preach to people about what Labour will do for them. People aren't interested in what Labour say.
People are not interested what Labour have to say. I think a lot of people are interested in what Labour have to say, seeing as they're most likely going to be the next government. Sorry, when did you become an expert on what people want to hear? And also, he starts it by saying, Angela Rayner preaching to the people. No, she's just having a meeting and having a speech about what the next probable government are going to do.
But nevertheless, people are interested in global events at the moment and Labour have nothing to say on them.
Well, I think a hell of a lot of people are interested about the cost of living, the rise in homelessness, the rise in child poverty, the rise in council funding and councils going bankrupt. All things at home. Yes, we're interested in global, but I think a lot of people are interested. This guy is like, oh, I'm an expert. I know exactly what everyone wants to hear.
Used to be the darling of the Labour Party, the ultimate chav. But now even she is being attacked by members of the public verbally, along with Jonathan Reynolds, who is absolutely hopeless. Anyway, if you've ever seen him do an interview, you will know exactly how crap he really is at speaking to people. And I'm not in favour of these renter mobs who go around shouting justice for Palestine and all that.
Until they serve my purpose of damning the Labour Party. So basically this guy just shits all over the Palestinian cause. He does video after video damning Palestinian protest, Palestinian demonstration, but all of a sudden when it serves his purpose for damning Angela Rayner and damning the Labour Party, he's all on board. Oh, suddenly he's all sympathetic about this poor man's family.
This man who speaks in this clip seems to me to be very genuine and says that he's lost his family and he's basically shunted out, grabbed out by the police who are at this meeting, and then she's attacked Rayner for her feminist views that apparently this lady does not believe she has. Watch this clip right to the end because it is very, very interesting and it shows the contempt that I think a lot of people have, not just for the Labour Party but for all politicians. But in this case, Rayner is shocked because she is not used to getting this sort of treatment.
Now, like I said at the start of the video, I actually think Angela Rayner handled that really well. I don't know what more she could have done. She didn't scuttle off into the corridor. She stood tall. She let those people have their say. I think I don't know how she could have handled that better. But anyway, This guy, oh, this guy, I can't stand this guy. I think he's one of the worst of these right-wing commentators on YouTube because he's just so hypocritical. Like I say, he does video after video damning Palestinian demonstrators, damning Palestinian protests, and then when it serves his purpose to damn the Labour Party, all of a sudden he cares about this poor man's family in Gaza that's being bombed. Such a hypocrite, this guy. And picking on Angela Rayner, calling her a chav, doing the smoking thumbnail and stuff. Angela Rayner, for me, is one of the few people in the Labour Party that I truly have hope for, that's actually going to try and make things better for us down here, normal folks. Okay, if you know anything about her, a big thing is council housing.
If there's one thing that you could be remembered for as a government minister, what would it be?
Council houses. I'm going to build the next wave of social and council houses. Nice ones, green ones, ones you want to live in.
What are you doing for the average person, that Preston journalist? What are you doing? You're trying to damn the one person that wants to try and make a difference with council housing and affordable housing in this country. You want normal folks like nurses to not try and get better pay. The only thing you're for is the establishment. You don't care about workers trying to get better pay or trying to get social housing, affordable housing. You're about the establishment. That's all you are trying to protect. I do struggle sometimes when I'm watching this guy because I just get fixated on that hair. I'm like, what is going on with that hair? I mean, what is it? I mean, it's way too high up on the top. He obviously cuts it himself, but what look are you going for? It's just like a big slug on top of his head. Now look, I ain't no angel. Look, I'm going bald at the back here. It's not like I'm some stunning example of a great haircut, but what is going on with that? Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, click a like. You can subscribe up top. There'll be another video. You can check that out as well. Till next time, take care.